Hello, everyone. How are you doing? With all the hype surrounding Fallout 76, what is it? Um, you know, what's the gameplay? What's all this? What's all that? I thought I'd go back and do a playthrough of what is pretty much, or what seems to be the consensus fan favorite in the series, Fallout New Vegas. Now, I've played the game multiple times before since it first came out. I haven't played it in a while, so that's why I want to get back to it. And I have played it hardcore and non-hardcore, and they are two. It's like playing an entirely separate game, and you do have to choose. You can't play them the same way. Without question, you cannot play them the same way. But this particular video is about what I believe to be the best Fallout New Vegas non-hardcore build. And let me say at the beginning, it does not matter which faction you side with. This will work for any of them. For weapons and armor. For our two weapons, we will be choosing the light machine gun, which carries the 5.56 ammo, and the riot shotgun, which carries the 12 gauge ammo. So you'll want to make sure to stock up on those. I chose those two because the riot shotgun is, you've got to have a close range weapon when you're, down in, in cramped hallways. The LMG is a good all-rounder for out in the, out in the open. And for armor, we're going to go with the NCR Ranger combat armor and helmet. Now it's a medium armor, not a heavy armor, but I think it's the coolest looking armor maybe they've ever put out in any of the Fallout games. For your companion, I can only see two choices being the best for this particular build. Raul, because he can offer up to 75% slower weapon degradation. He's found at the Black Mountain. Or Arcade Gannon, because he gives you 20% more health from all consumable sources, be it food, drink, I believe stim packs as well. And he's found at the Old Mormon Fort. Now, at the beginning of the game, you talk to Doc Mitchell, and he asks you a series of questions, and these, of course, determine your starting stats. The first set of questions are word association, and as you can see, he'll say dog, you say train, gives a point to speech. He'll say house, you say target, that gives to guns and energy weapons, and you can just, go on down the line. Eventually, then you get into the agree-disagree. He'll say, for example, conflict just ain't in my nature. You say disagree, you get a bonus, you get a point to guns, energy weapons, and explosives. On down the line, he'll do the Rorschach test, the 3 ink blots. Oozing wound gives you the medicine. You can see what the rest of them are there. And if you follow these, then what it ultimately comes out to is you'll end up with 5 to speech, 5 to explosives, 5 to guns, and you can see the rest of them there in order. Now, I believe this should make speech, guns, and explosives be the skills that the game automatically tags for you, but since you can say, no, I want these other skills to be my tag skills, if for some reason this is incorrect and the game doesn't automatically tag those 3, speech, guns, and explosives, then those are the ones you'll want. You won't be really using explosives, grenades, and such in the mid to late game, just really the early game when you're, trying to get the right guns and you're getting up your skills and everything. Plus, explosives, having a reasonable explosive stat helps you meet a speech check, explosives speech check early in one of the very first quests you can get. For special, now you start off with 5 to everything, and you can add 5 more wherever you want. Now what I do is I reduce luck by 2, so it's at 3, and perception by 1, so it's at 4. I leave intelligence alone. That leaves 8 special points to add, which I then put to strength, endurance, charisma, and agility, so they're at 7. Eventually, you will be able to buy special implants that raise each skill by 1, which, as you can see, puts it at 8, 5, 8, 8, 6, 8, 4. And then with the intense training perk, you will eventually, probably not until closer to the late game, that you'll eventually take. You can have endurance, or excuse me, you can have strength, endurance, charisma, and agility, all at max level 10, and the rest of them will be left where they are. Everything will be pretty much even. Skill points, from levels 1 through 3, you will have 45 skill points that you'll be able to allocate, to lock picking and repair and so on and so forth. But once you hit level 4, you need to take the educated perk, because then you get those 15, standard 15, plus 2 additional skill points, which means that between levels 4 and 50, that's a total of 782 skill points you could allocate. This ultimately ends up meaning, the long and short of it, is that by level 50, it is theoretically possible to have at least every skill at 60, which is pretty good. It's pretty reasonable. As it says, there are the perks that we will choose. Excuse me. There are 16. There will be 16, and then 9 remaining, because you can only have 25 perks, 1 every 2 levels. The perks we chose, there will only be, like I said, 16 perks that we'll need to take. The only one that requires more than 1 rank, or that has more than 1 rank in it, is Swift Learner, as you can see. And then the rest are just 1, 1, so on and so forth. As it says, these are not in order of when you should take them, with the exception of Swift Learner, rank 1 at level 2, and then Educated at level 4, Swift Learner rank 2 and 3 at level 6 and 8, and then from there, take them however you want. Rapid Reload, it's pretty self-explanatory. You reload your weapons faster. Swift Learner, you gain more experience for whatever action you do, up to, I believe, 30%. Educated, as I said, more skill points to allocate, max 17 per level after level 4. The Shotgun Surgeon ignores 10% more damage threshold. Commando, better accuracy with 200 weapons and VATS. Strong Back, more carry weight, gotta have that. Here and now, you immediately level up. What's wrong with that? Finesse, 5% crit chance, very important. Fast Metabolism, 20% more health from Stimpaks, gotta have that health. Life Giver, more HP, I believe 30 more HP, all good. Long Haul, you can still fast travel when your max carry weight is exceeded. That's incredibly important. That is ridiculously important. Jury Rigging, this is also important because, as it says, you repair any weapon, you can repair any weapon with another one as long as it's from the same category. Tag, you can pick a 4th skill and that raises it up 15 points. I would recommend Barter or Repair, whichever is lower, but whatever you prefer. Explorer, every location is revealed. Very important for it's like, where is this? Oh, there it is, and you can just put your custom marker on it. Easy to travel to. And then Spray and Pray, damage is reduced to your companions by 75%. It doesn't matter if it's in the main game, in one of the DLCs, whatever, damage is reduced by 75% to your companions. And that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It was very much appreciated. I hope this guide is very helpful. Like I said, this is for a non-hardcore build, and this is only my opinion, but in my opinion, this is the best build, non-hardcore, the best non-hardcore build in Fallout New Vegas. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you out in the wastes.